Hey everyone, my name is Lisa Wolf and I'm at lisacwolf.com. I'm a spiritual mentor and coach, and today I wanted to teach you a quick meditation that I find to be absolutely invaluable for myself and my clients. These days, planet Earth has some really wild energies going on, and my client base and my friends are all spiritual people and spiritual entrepreneurs. And so we're very much affected because we're empaths by all of the things that are going on in the world, which is a lot. I mean, politically, environmentally, economically, culturally, we're in the midst of a huge paradigm shift. And what that means is that energies are moving very quickly, and we need to find a way of stabilizing ourselves and also making ourselves feel better. Because when things move so quickly, it can be very destabilizing. So many of the people that I work with, as I was saying, or all of the people that I work with are spiritual, and so they tend to do a lot of work up in the upper chakras. They've got really overdeveloped ways of connecting with Source, with their angels, with their guides, and so on. And so when times get tough, they tend to be up here and not grounded down to the earth here, which is where we can actually make a difference. Now, the other problem with having really overdeveloped upper chakras is that essentially it's like a big tree. It's going to have big, huge limbs and beautiful branches and leaves, but when you look down at the trunk and you look at the root ball, they're tiny. And so any energetic wind can just come through and knock them over. And so it's very important to ground ourselves to this earth so that we can have some impact on what's going on, but also to ground ourselves and to make our lower chakras and our connection to the earth at least as big as our upper chakras, so that we are strong, we're firmly rooted, and when the energies get wild, we're not going to get bowled over. So that is a fairly long explanation for a pretty short process. The cool thing about this is that you can do it anytime. You can add it to any meditation. I actually put it generally at the beginning of every meditation that I do with my clients, and I often check in. If I'm feeling all wigged out and I'm, out here in the ethers and getting freaked out, I always check in with where my roots are. And so this meditation is great because you can use it by itself. You don't even have to do a formal meditation process. You can just ask yourself where your roots are once you get it down. So I think you'll really like it. So what you're going to do is to close your eyes. I have a helicopter going over. I don't know if you can hear that. So you want to close your eyes and just center yourself with your breath. A couple breaths in, a couple breaths out, and just be right here, right now. And just kind of breathe into your body and just feel your chest, feel your torso, feel your legs. Breathe into them. Just remember that they're there, that your body is there. And now just call attention to your feet, where they're touching the ground. And just allow them to soften. You might even want to wiggle your toes a little bit. And now I'll invite you to observe the bottom of your feet and realize that there are actually roots down there. And your roots might feel like they're a little bit vestigial or shriveled up or dry or unused. But they're there, and what I'd like you to do is to just very gently unfurl them and just stretch them out, just like you would your body after you take a really delicious nap or you had a really great sleep. Just stretch them out. And now when you first do this, they might not feel like they're going very far, but you don't have to force it. Just very gently allow them to stretch out as far as they'd like to go. Now, ideally, you'd minimally like them to be as big as your energy system. So that's, 18 to 24 inches. And if it's easy to do that, then you can just just think about making them even bigger. Maybe make them as big as a hoop skirt. If you're feeling really enterprising, you could make them as big as the room. And just feel how it is to have this grounding. Now, the thing about these roots is, sometimes we'd like to make our roots go down really deep to the core of the earth, and there are a lot of meditations that do that, but this isn't necessarily the case with these types of roots. What's important with these kinds of roots is having width, so that we are really feeling the stability that we need from the earth. And now that they're as big as they want to be, let's just very gently allow that earth energy to begin to come up over our feet. And again, this isn't pulling. You don't have to force anything. You just want to allow it to come up over your ankles, up over your calves, your knees. And just like rising water, it's just gently coming up. Some of you, it might feel like it's really thirsty roots, really parched roots that are just sucking this earth energy up. Other people, it might be more subtle. You might not feel anything at all, but just stay with it. Just gently, gently imagine that earth energy coming up, up, up your legs. And then it's going to hit your root chakra. And we don't have to do anything here. We don't have to, fix a bunch of wounds or anything like that. All we need to do is to allow the earth energy to just wash up. And it's like salve on a wound. The earth energy just naturally smooths over and comforts. And it's like just a delicious warm blanket. And just allowing it to rise up to sacral, up into solar plexus, and now up into heart. And I just want to pay special attention to heart, because heart is the intersection of form and of energy. This is the place where the alchemy takes place, where our two chakra systems, the upper and the lower, meet and meld. And so let's just allow that earth energy to just wash over our hearts. And just expand out. All right, and then just keep going. Up through throat, up through third eye, and up, through the crown. And now let's just allow that earth energy to rise, 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 rise. There's going to be so much of it that it just spills out of the top. And it's just like a chocolate fountain. We're just totally covered with this gorgeous earth energy. And just let it wash over. You can even tuck it in like a warm blanket at the bottom. But now your entire energetic system is full of the earth energy, and you're beautifully rooted to this earth. You know, Gaia is undergoing her own personal development journey, and we're all along for the ride. And so if we can connect to her, it's going to make things feel much better. Now, one of the things you can do if you're feeling particularly anxious or ungrounded, one of the things that I love to do is to synchronize my heartbeat with the heartbeat of the earth. And all you need to do with that is, now that you're beautifully rooted, just feel into the vibration of the earth. And just feel her heart. Feel your heart. And just allow the two to beat as one. And the more you do this, the more that you will feel the comfort, you'll feel the unconditional love when you're tuned in to Gaia. Alrighty, so a couple more deep breaths. And then whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. You can rub your hands together. Now, the thing about this is you can do it as a formal meditation process, like when I'm doing a free-form meditation and just listening to music. This is the one that I always start with, just to make sure that I'm grounded. But really, in the course of the day, if you are even driving down the freeway and you're like wigging out, just ask yourself, where are my roots? And what you'll find is that your roots are definitely not down. So I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions at all. I'd love to help you with it. And I'd love to hear your experiences. This one has been really, really instrumental for me personally. And I know that all of my clients use it as well with a lot of success. So love to you all. Things are wild on the planet right now. Don't be hard on yourself. Things are so crazy in the world. You don't need somebody yelling at you internally either. So just be very, very kind to your heart right now. So much love to you all. And I will see you later. Bye.